So I want to talk about the future of this YouTube channel. Don't worry, it's not going anywhere, but there are going to be some changes over the next 6 months, specifically when it comes to how I monetize my videos, including the incorporation of some sponsorships and advertising. Now, for those that are familiar with the channel, you might know that for the first 70 million views, this channel's been ad-free. It's honestly, it's absurd because this has all happened in the past year. It's been a learning lesson, and I primarily have solely made an income through my original films with Patreon, with contributions from the audience here. But for reasons that I'll describe in this video, I wanted to play around with a different model, try using advertising and sponsorships, and see if there's maybe an integrated approach that can help me take a little bit of pressure off myself. So I started this channel 2 years ago doing everything myself: filming, editing, writing, and producing. I just got finished making one of my first YouTube videos. And apart from recently hiring a filmmaker to help me make Patreon videos, that's Conrad, nothing else has changed. Each video, podcast, newsletter, social media post, and all the things that happen behind the scenes is me and a cup of coffee. I always find it funny when somebody sends me an email and says, "Dear Matt's team." I think they're genuinely surprised when I reply, "Hi, I'm Matt's team." If you look at many of the videos that I make, and the ones that I really hope to expand on in the future, the doc-style stuff, like my video, The Truth About Black Friday, I probably put 50 to 60 hours into that specific video. There are times when I get ahead, 2, 3, 4 weeks ahead, and I feel great. And then I go on vacation, I come back, and then all of a sudden I have to start all over again. And this pressure is, the pressure that I've put on myself is what has led me close to burnout last year. And it's in part what led me to experience severe anxiety just a couple weeks ago. It did make me realize 2 things. 1, I'm putting entirely too much pressure on myself. And 2, if I want to continue to create the same exact amount of stuff that I'm currently making, I can't do it myself. There was a lot of resistance that I faced in talking about this stuff because I like to think that I have everything together, that I've got my life together. And then there's just moments like these that you realize that no matter how long you do this, life is gonna punch you in the face. It's up to you to figure out how to move forward and how to best adapt to these situations and learn from them. That's the reason why I'm doing these experiments. I'm hoping that I will be able to bring on some part-time researchers, producers, editors to help me with my videos. 1, to just take some of that workload off my shoulders, and 2, to make my videos better. I chose to keep my videos ad-free early on because I wanted to try a different approach. It wasn't because I thought all ads are bad. As a consumer, I deal with ads like everyone else. Most of the time I tune them out, sometimes they annoy me, and every once in a while I learn about a new product. Once I started to gain some traction on YouTube, I got an influx of emails from companies hoping to sponsor my videos. If I'm being honest, it was flattering, but it was also clear to me that 90 to 95% of them didn't care at all about adding value to you guys and simply wanted to use my platform to sell their product. I think advertising can get ugly when you shortchange your long-term values for money, when you help promote a product that you never use. So while I don't believe that ads are inherently good or bad, I do think that there is a wrong way to do it, a right way to do it, at least for me, a way that is more ethical. So I've started to develop a set of rules. So I'm very clear about how I'm bringing on any type of money to fund the work that I do. Like always mentioning when a video has a sponsor, never letting a company control my content or my words, and never including a sponsor for a product that I don't use. These rules will significantly reduce the amount of companies that I can work with, and that's totally fine with me. It actually might, I don't even know if there's gonna be any companies that fit this criteria. There may only be 10 in the world that will fit, and that's okay with me. Because of how much these rules will limit the companies I can work with, I'm still expecting Patreon to be my main source of revenue. If you are a patron right now and you don't have the money to support, please unsubscribe. I've try to make this as clear as possible from the beginning. If you're in credit card debt, if you're struggling with bills right now, I want you to get your finances sorted out before you help fund my work. I will be totally okay if you decide that right now is not the best time to contribute. Speaking with other YouTubers, everybody's trying to figure this out, figure out what's the right balance, what's the best approach to making a living as a full-time content creator. And this is just another part of that experience, part of that process for me. So as I continue to invest back into my videos, hire help, build this new studio that I'm filming from right now, work on a new feature-length documentary, I realize that if I want to keep my sanity, I need to find other ways to monetize my work. There's been nothing that has driven me more in life than to grow as a filmmaker and constantly, week after week, make my films better. So that's one of the reasons why I don't take this with any amount of shame or guilt or sadness. I'm so proud of what I've been able to do for the first 70 million views for the past 2 years. And I'm equally excited about what I'm going to create on this channel in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for supporting. It means the world to me that you're here. And I'll see you down in the comments.